Hey everybody, I'm Corbin Hostler. Welcome to my channel, and this is an Amonkhet draft. I wanted to get this up as soon as possible, so we went ahead and jumped right in. We started with Nest of Scarabs. Now, I have not played any of this set at all. Okay, I did not. I was not able to pre-release, and I've said in my camera here at the beginning of the draft. So we're gonna go ahead and get the Shadowstorm Vizier. So yeah, I wanted. Ooh, another Nest of. Well, if one's good, two's better, right? I keep in mind I have no idea what I've literally not played any of this at all, so we're getting a completely fresh look at the format here. Okay, so this is green creature spells. This card's very good, I know that. I don't want to be too, married to a color or color combination. The first pack seemed fairly weak, which is why I took the Curse of Scarabs. It doesn't seem very good. It's whatever. That's whatever, right? Yeah. This card's probably pretty good, actually, in the right deck. Um, I just compulsory rest. Okay, it's interesting. It's kind of a cool, and kind of a cool pacifism, actually. I'm gonna take this cartouche though because I do know how strong this card is. People were telling me about this one. Comes into play and immediately fights. It's basically a better hunt the weak. All right, so let's see what else we have here now. It looks like black maybe. Is this card good? Whenever you cycle. Oh, I bet this card's pretty good. Assuming we get enough cycling. I have no idea if you can even play 3 colors in this format. I do know that this card it seems pretty powerful on its own. But again, we're not necessarily locked into anything here. Okay, that's whatever. Here's that cartouche is fine. This is a nice combat trick here. Gifts of Paradise, huh? That's a sweet one, but probably not great. It just gains life. Magnum Ray is good. Okay, the Flash 3/2 is probably fine. I'm gonna go ahead and get the black card here, though. That works when we cycle or discard. It becomes very good with any cycling. Alright here. Now, I do love me some giant spiders. What does this do? Turn our head sideways here. Okay, combat sort of thing. You get a dude. Can't block. So it looks like there's a white deck open. Whereas our green is, the giant spider's pretty good. It's like, and then here's the cycling. This card seems like it's pretty good, to be honest. But I'm gonna go ahead and get the spider. I don't know if we may end up having to switch colors here, just based on how this is going so far. Oh, here's nice. Okay, that's a mana filter at least. This card seems good. This mummy seems fine. 2/1 flyer for 3. It doesn't seem great. Yeah, it kind of feels like the black nor the green is particularly open here. I'm going to go ahead and take this Floodwater so because I think this card's good and it's got cycling. So given where we're at here, we're just trying to sort of find what's open. And this card also seems okay. I feel like you're probably cycling it most of the time. It's a decent one. I think this is probably pretty slow. It could be very good, but I think it's probably pretty slow. This 2-drop seems pretty reasonable. So basically we decide if we want green or blue at this point, huh? I feel like the blue is more open, and we have the black-blue card here. Yeah. Okay, there's just no way. This is a pacifism, right? This card has to be good. Yeah, it feels so late at this point. We'll see. I just feel like it's too good to pass any more of them. Yeah, it seems mediocre. This is bad removal, but sort of removal. This mummy might be good if we have an embalmed creature. If we end up black blue, I think this might be fine. And again, only if you've cast a non-creature spell. So that actually seems kind of hard. Impeccable timing. I'm gonna keep an eye on this white stuff over here. Yeah, this is decent. That's still bad. All right, I feel like these green cards seem like the green is not there. That's what I'm getting out of this. It seems like we could be blue-black. We could end up white, just because we saw a ton of white in pack one that was good, and I didn't get it all. You know, I didn't maybe make that decision early enough, but we'll see. Before we also don't have any counters yet. Is this card supposed to be good? I have no idea if this card would be good or not. Like, it kind of seems not very good, to be honest. Like, I get it. It's, 2 power of lifelink for not very much mana, but still. We'll just go ahead and take this cartouche. Well, apparently red's also open. Well, it's pack one and is over and we have no idea what we're doing. We have the makings of a blue-black deck. Can you tell I've never done this before? Huh, well, that's also pretty insane. Well, we talked about wanting to be white. That's a good one. This card is also very good, though. It's very, very good. What else do we have here? Black removal spell. Another decent removal spell. This card's probably pretty solid. Winds of Rebuke, I think, is good. I think we just take this, though. Yeah, it's a Wrath. You take Wraths. We might just be white at this point. When a creature tokens, that card's probably fine. And this card, you may exert it, all your creatures get it, huh? Okay, well, if anything, though, I feel like we're going to be a control deck, whether that's Esper and I don't know how much mana fixing there is in the set. 6 mana for a 4/4 flyer that can bounce something. I bet that's pretty good. I think we've given up on green. There's a ton of red here too. And this card is decent, but you gain. I mean, it's a good blocker. It's a good defensive white card. This seems like a better payoff though, and we just haven't really seen any black. All right, so I'm actually going to go ahead and now pull the black to the side and see where things go. What does this do? That's got a cool card, but so Bounty at the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, remove all flood counters. If it had no counters, you get a flood counter and draw. Otherwise, you get 3 mana. So it alternates between giving you a card and giving you mana. Well, that's a nice drain card there. This Renewed Faith, I think, is kind of meh. Whenever another zombie, huh? Do we have many zombies? Oh, we do have some zombies. This could be good. It depends if we think we're going to be white, blue, or white, black, or we just think we're going to be all 3 colors. But we can also just take another impeccable timing. I do love scorpions, but I think we're just going to take the white removal spell. Alright, new perspectives, huh? Well, so do we pay 6 mana to draw 3? I guess it's... If you have 7 or more cards in hand, you may pay 0 for cycling costs. I don't know how likely we are to get that. But I want this Winged Shepherd. This is meh, I think. Should be a Merfolk. This card's decent, I think. We do seem... This is a flyer, though. And now our deck is pretty expensive, so we need less expensive stuff. It seems like we're probably going to be white-blue here. Which is decent, which is fine, I think. Compelling argument, huh? Mill 5. Well, I don't really want to do that. What's this do? Oh, this is a cool card. I mean, it won't be green, though. So we'll just take another Shepherd. Good news, you can always cycle these. Now, our cyclers, let's see here. Do we have... It was just black cards we had that were good with cyclers, right? It was just that. Yeah, okay. Red creature spells. Well, whoever shuffled in red deck's going to be pretty good off here. Okay, so we could take the 4... Yes. I just don't think we have an aggressive deck, so I think we actually want this combat trick. / cycler. We definitely... We really want to open Drake Haven, right? That's where we want to be. And another one of these if we were going to be blue-black. Naga Oracle. When nearest the battlefield, put the top 3. Look at the top 3. You can put some in your graveyard, the rest on top. I mean, it's probably not the worst thing. This is probably better. Oh, yeah, this is definitely better. What's this do, though? Embalmer's Tools. Activated abilities of creature cards in your graveyard cost 1 less to activate. Tap and untap zombie control. Target player mills 1. Interesting. And this is a frost effect or chill or sleep or whatever you call it, but I'm taking the 3-drop here. First 3-drop of the game, too. Alright. Sacrifice to return target instant or sorcery. Decent. The thing that gains life and embalms. I think we just want the Essence Scatter. I think Essence Scatter is probably pretty decent in this format. Well, we have a direction at least. It took us a minute to find it, but we kind of got there. Well, I think that this deck is probably not turning out to be great, but we do have one. Oh, let's look at our pack here first. It's another cycle. There's a Winds of Rebuke. I think we want this. Winds of Rebuke, I think, is pretty good. It's not like great is milling. We don't necessarily have a lot of embalm, but it's solid. And then, but it's very good for bouncing embalm. Well, now we can pick up the Anointer Priest. I get the Renewed Faith or the Desert here. Oh no, this desert's terrible, huh? Okay, we'll take the Renewed Faith. I don't think we're playing any of this. This is probably the best card in the pack. When it nears the battlefield, put 1 counter on target creature you control, deal 3 damage to target opponent. And it's a 5/4. That's probably decent. I don't think I'm going to play this 1-drop here. It can't be blocked, so we'll just get it out of here. Well, we're at 17 playable cards going into pack 3. We have 1, 2, won't be playing that one. 3, 4 cycling there, 5 cycling. We have 5 cycling, 6 cycling cards. Yeah, this is pretty decent. Now, what is this here? Okay. An attacking thing. It's a real nice combat trick there. Fight. Huh, I wonder if this is worth it. What's the rest of the now we're going to take the pacifism, I think. What's this do? Vizier of Deferment. When it flashed 2/2. When it is play, you may exile target creature if attacked or blocked this turn. Return at the beginning of the next step. Interesting. This card is very good. Very good for taking out embalm tokens, actually. I wonder if it's better than this. It probably is. I think I'm going to go with it. This is probably the best card in the pack. I'm pretty sure Stir the Sands is great, but obviously we're not black anymore. So I think Compulsory Rest is good. It's worse in this set, which I think is one of the reasons people are passing it, because of how many embalm creatures there are. So sometimes, you know, you want to pacifism their guy, but they can just embalm it back. Meanwhile, this deals with embalm creatures very well. Plus, it lets you rebuy enter the battlefield triggers and stuff. If it attacked or blocked, yeah. Okay. And then we open up a bunch of cards that don't look like what we want. Card 2 is just, you get a 1/1, huh? And you give your creature first strike. I guess it's not very good. Another Floodwaters, a River Serpent, huh? Can't attack or block. There's 5 or more cards in your graveyard. That seems easy enough. What about Innoketra's Name? Zombies. Human. Bunch of removal. I just don't think we're an attacking. I mean, we only have 9 creatures. I don't think we're an attacking sort of deck. And the question would be, do I want another Floodwaters or the River Serpent? I think we need the Serpent. Ooh. Okay. What do we got here? Oh, we have a win condition. Oh, no way. We're really going to do this? All right. If Approach to the Second Sun was cast from your hand, and you've cast another spell named Approach to the Second Sun this game, win the game. Otherwise, you gain 7 life. You put it in your library 7th from the top. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Why not? Now, I look at this pack. There's another Impeccable Timing. There's an Aven Initiate, which is probably the best card. But you know what? This is the most fun. And what do we got here? All right, another one of these guys. Another combat trick. I think we take this. Probably just the value game. Mighty Leap, huh? Mighty Leap's in the set, I guess. This card is all over the place. I don't know what the blue white split card is, but I want it. Or aftermath card, I suppose they are. I guess we'll take the Mighty Leap. I'm not real happy about it, but it is what it is. All right, is this our monument? Blue, okay. Oh, this is beautiful. It's perfect. Now this is very good too. Fanbearer is pretty nice, but I think we want the monument. We don't have a lot of 3-drops. Whenever we cast a creature spell, we get to frost their guy. And when we're this approach of the second sun's control deck, that's all we want to do is just slow the game down. Ooh, what's this do? Oh, creatures can't be blocked. Oh, but okay, well, probably not going to do that. The supply caravan's interesting. It's a nice blocker. I don't think we want another 6-drop. I don't think I want this. We don't have a ton of... We don't want to be attacking much. I think I want this 5-drop that plays defense very well. Now, as to what to cut. Untap creature. Prevent all damage to be dealt to it this turn in its cycles. Is that better than Mighty Leap? I feel like that's probably our cut right now. It could be Renewed Faith, actually. Well, no, it's whatever. It cycles, gains its life. And the cycling, we take the approach to the second sun. Talk about it. It goes 7th. We have so many cyclers, we can get right back to it. Another impeccable timing. Oh! Oh, impeccable timing would be so good, but we're definitely drafting this. What if we just have 2 in hand? Oh, I want mana ramp. That's all I want right now. All right, here's more removal. More removal, yes, please. Okay, we got to start making cuts, though. I think I'm going to cut the Mighty Leap. No, we might need answers to fly. No, this cycles. We're cutting the Mighty Leap first. Probably need to cut some of these 6-drops. Although most of them cycle or are otherwise good. Dispossess, huh? Whatever. Okay, let's find one. That's cool. This is probably the best card here. We'll take it. Oh, Winds of Rebuke? Sure, why not? Don't know if we'll play it or not, but I know we have 2 Approach of the Second Suns and Wraths. This is great. It's hard to evaluate because we have all these 6-drops, but, 5 of the 6 of them cycle, but we do need to make cuts. I'm going to cut one of the zombies because it's just, just a, what do you call it, a hill giant. We're definitely not cutting any lands from this deck because we need 7 mana. This is probably where we cut the Renewed Faith. Need to cut a non-creature spell, I think. We'll cut the Tormenting Voice. No, I'm actually going to cut this Haste, dude. It'd probably be pretty annoying over the course of a game. Yep, that card seems fine here. I like this one. This is, this is fine removal. The Anointed Priest, probably not the best thing in the world, but I think it's going to be fine in this deck. We could cut just one of the bears. I don't think we need to cut creatures, so it might be the ones, or it might just be this. Maybe this deck doesn't really want. It is another cycler, though. Might as well take that. Oh, nice, another Anointed Priest. Will I play that? I probably won't. I'll probably sideboard the second one in case we face a really fast aggro deck. So the question, and I don't know the answer to this, is what to cut. We need to make another cut here. And it's... In some decks, I think you consider running 16 lands because of all the cycling. In this deck, though, where we just want to hit 7 mana, for a double approach to the second sun, we're not going to do that. This draft actually turned out reasonably okay, I guess, considering the issues we had early. We started this draft with a black card, then a blue-black card, then green cards, and we ended up with a blue-white deck. But I think this was the right combination to be in, obviously outside of red-white, which seemed to be wide open. I think I'm going to cut the Winds of Rebuke, and we can sideboard it in if we see a bunch of Embalm. And this puts us at 23, because I think we just need these bears to trade with stuff. And you know what? Their value later in the game, too. Interesting, not letting me zoom in on cards right now. Okay, well, has some lands in here. 10-7, it says. Yeah, I see no reason not to go 9-8. Especially since we have some double blue stuff here, and we want to hit our blue drops on turn 2. Alright, well, there's the deck. Let's get some games with it. This is going to be fun. First draft of the format, we go approach of the second sun. Sure, why not? Here it goes.